All right, guys, welcome back to Two Dads Drinking a Lesbian.
This is gonna be a fun show, guys.
Yeah, this is season 2, episode 3.
Wait, I can't be the lesbian this time because I'm the baby.
No,
He's not wrong.
no, that's not.
So you're gonna have to hold down the lesbian card.
I'll be the lesbian for the day.
All right, there you go.
All right, the drink tonight is called Redemption Bourbon. Ian, did you get this?
This is mine.
This is his. I think Ian should lead us off here.
And
Ian, what are you doing? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking from a baby bottle.
Why?
Because I lost, and this is my punishment.
So you suck.
Yeah.
You suck. Actually, no. No, the fucking Tennessee Titans suck. All
I
right.
like Tennessee Titans though. Aww.
Oh my god, I get the littlest fucking amount.
That's why.
That's the point of
What
it.
the fuck? It's gonna take me 3
Yeah.
years to drink.
That's the
that's
point of
You gotta really suck hard. All right, well, Ian's drinking
Ian
like a baby tonight with his baby face, and for his punishment for losing the Survivor Pool week 1.
By the way, guys, you may be on camera for 3 hours because he has to finish the bottle before the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I just don't know why it doesn't even give me anything.
I told you to test it, and you didn't listen.
On a plus note, it does look like it's just apple juice. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily look like the whiskey that's in there.
Yeah, we're not being
Oh, but
inappropriate.
it's whiskey and it's fucking like leaking, but not into my mouth leaking.
Well, all right. Well, we got some notes and news. We got some injuries on week 1. Would you like to start us off with?
No, let's not talk about it.
Oh, you don't want to start?
You don't want to start.
I think
us
there's
off?
a pretty big
I
quarterback.
mean, we have
You both
a
know.
loss
You
too.
both know, actually, the quarterback.
Yeah, it's hurting my soul as well. It's
That's
messing
probably
up
the reason
my-
why he has the bottle, to be honest with you.
Honestly,
No, I have the bottle because the Tennessee Titans had the worst decision-making, coaching performance of an entire half I've ever seen before in my life.
I feel like the Broncos at the end of their game had a pretty similar effect.
I literally can't take him serious right now.
I
That's why I'm
literally
not
am
looking.
getting like the most.
You need to put like a bigger hole in this thing. That's
No,
what you
no,
need
because
to
I
do.
want this to be a
I
pain.
get it, but it should still be a little bit easier. All right. Well, we also have Mitchell for 49ers also went down, the running back for my team as well. I got Dak, he also went down. Got Mitchell, he also went down. Our Kittle already down.
Wait, Mitchell got hurt?
Yeah.
Trubisky?
No.
Oh, Mitchell the running back.
Yeah.
I thought
Mitchell,
Mitchell
no,
For the 49ers.
running
Okay.
back.
I was
Mitchell.
like,
And then also TJ Watt, unfortunately for the Steelers, with the little pectoral.
Luckily, they say
issue.
5 to 6 weeks. So
Still though, I mean, 5 to
Hey.
6 weeks without him, and we have literally no offense.
it's better than the whole season.
We have no offense.
you know what I love? Okay, listen. I got a love-hate relationship with my Cowboys right now, obviously.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the boys.
No, but real quick.
Okay.
It's about injuries. Okay.
Okay.
So Dak Prescott, here's his thumb. As soon as he does,
Broke his hand.
no, he ripped the joints in his thumb.
His
So
throw-
they
on
had to
his throwing
surgically-
side.
on his throwing
Yeah, it's
hand.
great.
So they had to surgically repair it.
Yeah.
Which means even at the end of the 8 weeks, he's still gonna have some little bit of.
Well, the second he did it, he was doing the same thing I was doing in basketball. When I hurt my thumb, I was like, "Oh, he's toast. There's no way I can't. This is a month later. I still can't grip nothing with his hand." Anyway, so I knew at that point he's done at least a couple games,
Mhm.
and then wake up the next morning. 6 to 8 weeks is the official
Time
ruling,
table.
right? Jerry Jones goes on his Tuesday morning talk show this morning that he does every single week, and he's like, "You know what? Yeah, they say it's a 6 to 8 week thing, but doggone it, I think that Dak Prescott's gonna be ready in about 4 games." He's so optimistic, But I have one warning to the league, the National Football League, and Cooper Rush we trust.
Really?
Yeah,
what you're going
I think
with?
he's one of the top 10 backups in the National Football League.
I thought he was about to say one of the
Yeah.
top 10 quarterbacks in the
No, no,
national.
no, no.
Football
He
League. I
got
was
cut
about to
last
say
year.
that.
I
He got
think-
cut.
I
And
think-
moved back to third string and
And
almost.
then he
made
beat the
Hall of Fame
Minnesota
game.
Vikings. I mean, I think that I think we'll be fine. We'll win a couple games while he's gone. Well, Dak.
Should I pick him up in my league?
No, I would pick up Carson Wentz in our
I
league.
know, I get it. Shh, don't say it out loud.
Why?
You need
This
a
isn't going
quarterback.
to go
I
live
have
until
I
Thursday.
literally
You
have
just need
2
a quarterback.
quarterbacks. I have 2 already.
All right, well, don't be taking.
I
him
offered to
picks.
trade you one.
I know, but I just don't know. All right.
Unless you want to be here till
Any other major injuries that I'm missing here? I know that some other people went down, but like really major.
injuries you touched.
No, you
Mitchell,
just said it.
Jack, and TJ.
Don't get me wrong, Cam Hayward had a minor
yeah.
injury.
Yeah, what was going on
He's
with him? He
not-
was in and out, in and
Oh,
out.
actually, no, we do have a big one that's probably out this week. Najee Harris.
Yeah, Najee got hurt, but they keep saying
Yeah.
that he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. That he just
Not
like
this week.
he just
but he's-
tweaked that original injury that he had.
Yes, but that's a Les Frank injury, which is a hidden injury that stays around
It
forever.
lingers. I get it. Lingering injuries,
And
man.
Obviously, the way you saw him go off and couldn't come back
He needs a
on.
brace or something. They need to. I mean, I get they like tape it, but like I don't know.
Like I said, I don't expect to see him play this week. I actually already
I-
heard that
I
they're
don't
playing
either.
Jalen Warren.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't
So,
expect to give him
and
some rest.
Being the Steelers don't have an offense.
We have no
anyways.
offense. Yeah, we have no offense. Let him rest.
I have a very important thing to say.
What?
I like to think that I'm at least pretty good, if not very good, at sucking on nipples.
However,
But this is not working. And if the goal is that I have to finish this before we're done, we're gonna be here till like 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Well, no, you're gonna be because you're gonna have to sit in front of the camera the whole time, not us. When the show's done, we're done.
it's gonna be a terrible way.
It's him. He's gonna have to sit there.
because it's like such a tease. Like all you want is like a good.
I'm
Sick.
getting like a drop every time.
We need to open it up probably.
I'm just gonna take
Bite
that
on it
off.
a little bit.
There you go.
Bite on the titty.
Yeah, bite on the titty a little bit. Open that thing up. It's because it's brand new. It's not been bit on. Little kids be biting on them things. No, the end of it. Just the end of it. All right. Anyway, back to more important news. Did you just like take a whole piece out?
Probably.
Okay, so Baker, Russ, Wilson, and Flacco all lost to their former teams. We talked about that last week, so we were just touching on the fact that not a single one of them showed up for them games.
I
and
wouldn't say it
won.
showed up. I mean,
No, they all were good, decent
Baker
games.
actually played pretty good.
Hell yeah, that was a good game.
The second half, at least, he played really good. He brought his team back, and he
I
should
was
have
hope-
won that
I,
game.
I wanted him to win. That was
the rookie kicker for the Browns. I mean, with that 58-yard like field goal. It looked like he missed it and it hooked back in. I mean,
yeah. No, I honestly I wanted Baker to win that. And that game with Russ was super close,
and I think
honestly.
Russ played pretty good.
Yeah.
Overall, first time on a new team. I mean, he had guys dropping balls left and right.
Yeah.
You know, he did good.
And he's pretty much the backup, so it's not like, for what he did for
Russ?
Russ?
no,
Russ is
no.
the main
I
guy they
meant
put
I meant
money on.
Flacco was what I
Oh.
was looking at. Sorry.
I was gonna say they just put a lot of
No,
money
I was
into
thinking of
him.
Flacco and the Jets. He's the backup. So the fact that he was able to do what he did was pretty good.
I
Even though they
mean,
lost.
No, Flacco was hot dog shit. So
No, I get
he
it, but I'm
needs to
saying he's the
retire.
backup. You know what I mean? He's not like the
He needs to
first string.
retire. What's
He
that?
does need to retire.
That white kid that's behind
Mike
Flacco.
White?
Mike White. Like he's better than Flacco. Just throw him in.
Put
They
him
said
in.
they trust the experience in Flacco, which I think is stupid. But
That's what got them 6 points.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that's more than the Cowboys scored. So
All right. How about some overall performance in week one? Who do you think really stood out? Obviously, the
Steelers
Bills.
defense.
well,
Steelers defense. The
Steelers
Bills.
defense.
first off, I think it might have even been Sean that told me like on Sunday, like the NFL has to be scripted. Right?
Oh, that game, the Steelers game specifically.
I'm sitting there. We're getting to the end of the fourth quarter, and I'm watching Red Zone. Next thing you know, they got like 6 blocks up on the TV. Of
all
games.
Steelers Bengals.
No, Steelers, Bengals, the Colts, Texans is coming down to the wire. The Washington Jaguars
Jaguar
down to the
game.
wire.
There's a bunch of
There
them.
was a
Yeah.
bunch of them, and they were all at
On that
like,
first
to-
hour, that first
the
round. of
point
games.
where in like even on my 60 or 70-inch TV, they were too small. So I'm like standing, and I'm like, oh my god, oh yeah, and I'm just like, I had to look like an idiot, you know.
You
But
need a bigger TV.
But it was so awesome.
we
Like,
should
it
have
was like the
webcams.
coolest
We should
thing.
have webcams up on our TV so we could watch our own
I
reactions.
can literally see him like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Well,
whoa.
like the
having
Steelers
different
game.
reactions.
Like Joe Burrow
like,
throws that first touchdown to
Jamar.
Chase.
Yeah, I was
And
losing.
that like his toe touched the sideline. I'm like, oh my god, what is bro? I can't believe this. They just won the fucking game.
Nope.
And then like next thing you know, call back, and then they win the game anyways. And then
On another
wait,
throw to Jamar Chase. by
on
the way.
another throw, Jamar Chase. But then my Minka fucking just jumps around Troy Polamalu style and blocks a fucking extra point. And I'm like, what is going on right now?
Hold on. Before that, the play before that Minka blocks everything. They lose the ball on fourth down, and then Jamar causes a 15-yard penalty because he taunts in the end zone after not making the reception for the touchdown. which the Steelers didn't do anything after that. They got the 15 yards out and still didn't really get anywhere. But
The 1 o'clock games, I really wasn't too excited for any of them, and they all ended up being really good for the most part.
except for that Jets game.
And then
Jets
the 4
Ravens.
o'clock games came around, and it was just a bunch of duds. I mean, like there was like one good game as the Chargers Raiders, and that's about it in the 4 o'clock window. But overall, like week 1 of the NFL, I mean, the NFL, they know their product.
They know week 1
You know?
scripting.
Absolutely.
They know week 1 scripting.
It was ridiculous.
They put an amazing product, whether it's scripted or not. They put an amazing product on the field, and
If there was
My
any way I
nerves
could
were
prove it,
shot.
I'm probably sure I could.
My nerves were shot after the 1 o'clock games. Like I literally was like losing it. Is that coming out any easier?
not really.
He's getting a little further.
I think there's a toothpick
You have to,
down
you
there
have
if you
to,
want to
no,
try
you have to
jam it
like
in there.
suck really hard, like really hard.
That's like the point of it. So
I don't think a baby can suck that hard. I'm sucking
that's
really
why,
hard.
that's why when they fill those baby bottles, they only fill them.
He's
like
gonna have like
X
a sore
amount.
tongue tomorrow.
Good. He lost. He earned it.
And now my ice is like melted. It's kind of warmed down. It's great, fantastic.
All right, well,
Fuck the
any,
Titans.
so you want to talk about that game? We'll talk about any other games.
No, I would like to talk about the Titans. So they're up 13-0 at
Yeah.
halftime, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, oh yeah, I knew it. The fucking Giants, they can't do anything. Saquon comes out. Looks like Saquon from Penn State in the second half, right? Just going nuts.
He looked like a video game at certain moments.
The Titans left like a receiver wide open down the field, like wide, like nobody around him down the field for a touchdown. And I'm just like, are they really letting him back in the game? Yes, they let him back in the game. And then like the head coach for the Giants, Debo or whatever the hell his name is, the former offensive coordinator for the Bills, scores the game tying touchdown. Like all he has to do is kick an extra point to tie and go into overtime. He pulls an Ian and Madden move and it's like, no, we're going for 2, baby. We're winning this thing. And I'm like, that's great. They're not going to get the 2 and they're going to lose. No, they got the fucking 2. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. And then the Titans drive all the way down the field, botch a fucking 36-yard field goal. Kickers this weekend were horrible. Atrocious.
My
For the most
kicker
part.
also got let go. So not only do I have a bunch of hurt players, the kicker also got let go. This
They
game.
cut your kicker.
They got his
Who's your kicker?
Blankenship or whatever. Got his ass for missing a 36-yard field goal as well. So not only am I out 4 players at this point, but I also have to find a kicker replacement. Like this season is going just fantastic. Let me tell you.
Defending champion.
It's been a shit show it's week 1, guys.
We've said it all day. So
All right. Any teams or any games other than obviously the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Bengals, which was like we already touched on a little bit. It was insane. What an insane game.
I'll be honest.
But like
you,
awesome to be a fan in terms of the defense, but not awesome in terms of the offense.
I'll be honest. You boring wise, I'm not gonna lie, and Hoover may disagree because it's his team, but the Buccaneers Cowboy game
Uh-huh.
absolutely bored the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, and then nothing happened. It was pretty much.
19-3, a bunch of injuries.
I mean, I watched a
I
little
mean,
bit of the San Fran game, and let me tell you, every single time I turned it on, the Bears had the ball.
It was
San Fran did not
it's
have that
just
freaking
boring.
ball.
Listen, if you're gonna, I mean, we're gonna talk about my game. I'll talk about my game for a minute. Like
We want to talk
It-
about them boys.
it was ugly. I'm not gonna lie, but like there was some wins there, right? Like there was some wins. Like first off, our rookie left tackle, like first round draft pick, he did pretty darn good for his first game. I mean, he's definitely a solid left tackle. He's
After last week saying there's nothing.
Yeah.
He's
I'm,
finding
I'm
his
saying
defense
I'm
mechanism.
trying to like
week
look at
1,
the bright
baby.
side.
He saw what was really
I'm
here.
looking at the
Them
bright
boys.
side. Zeke looked pretty fucking
The
good.
bright side, you just
The-
lost our quarterback.
Them boys.
Yeah.
Them boys.
Zeke
There's
looked,
no bright
Zeke
side.
looked pretty good.
Them boys.
He didn't look bad.
Sonny,
and then-
Sonny coming back.
I wish. Can we re-sign Tony? CBS, I'd take him right now. And then like our defense was solid. Like honestly, they let a 1 touchdown the whole game, and even that should have been an offensive pass interference call. So I mean, I'm cool with it. Like they played hard. They, the defense played really good. The offense just needs to score points. But dude, there was one. You guys know me. I mean, as close to, if not a diehard fucking Cowboys fan, right? I listen to the podcast.
Mhm.
I watch preseason. I do all this stuff, right? Training camp. I keep up on it. Dude, I didn't know 2 of the receivers that were on the field. Seriously, there was one undrafted rookie, number 17. I thought they brought back Malik Turner.
Them boys.
I was like, oh, they brought back Malik Turner. That's a good move. No, it was some dude named Houston I've never fucking heard of or seen before. I didn't even. And they're like, yeah, training camp stand up. No, he wasn't. I fucking listened to the training camp podcast. I watched the training camp videos. He wasn't a training camp stand up. So, like, I mean, they are seriously hurting for weapons. If I was Jerry before Dak got hurt, I would have already been on the phone in like the third quarter going, yeah. So who's got a receiver right now?
OBJ.
Yes, I have a baby ball up to my head right now.
OBJ.
Who's got a receiver right now that's like on their rookie contract that we could trade for, like, because we can't afford probably OBJ.
I was gonna say OBJ's on the market still.
I don't know
but I heard Green Bay may be looking for him this week.
Every time he does it makes me laugh.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, it makes me laugh. He's like,
Look at me.
you should have to make the sound too.
I'm glad you're enjoying my punishment.
I,
Don't get me wrong. Your times are coming. It's a
this
long
is
season.
not
I
really
will
that
not-
bad. Just
I will not lose every week.
This is not that bad. This is not the worst.
No,
of it.
Laura protected
Trust
you.
me.
I
The
would
thing
do
that
this.
the thing that I wanted you to do is like a little bit worse than that.
Okay. Okay, bring it on.
I'm just
Whatever.
saying.
There's very few things that I will turn down. Like
Yeah.
actually turn down. Say no. So like
Isn't it?
I mean being naked on camera might be one of them, but
I don't
like
legally
that.
think YouTube will allow us to do that.
We could blur it out.
I don't
with
think we
video
should do that.
editing,
Did you,
but
the video.
I
I
don't
sent-
know if me and Laura Jack want that.
I don't.
No, I
want
don't.
that.
Hold on, this is great.
No thanks.
Go ahead, Hoover. I need an Instagram post. So
Anyways, no, week 1 is awesome. I mean, even that Broncos Seattle game,
It was close. Yeah.
it was awesome. It was really good. I wish Sean was actually paying attention to our show right now.
I'm listening.
I
I'm
definitely,
messing with
I
you.
definitely think Russ should have won that, but it happens,
I mean, I'm
Gino
just
was good in that game.
No, he was, but what was the deal with him grabbing guys' butt afterwards?
that was funny. That was hilarious.
What was that about?
I don't know. He was hardcore.
He was like,
too. He's like, yeah.
let me get in that thing. All right.
I didn't
Anyway,
watch enough of that game last night, so
I sent you the
it
TikTok.
was weird.
I
yeah.
saw. I haven't even.
It was
honestly-
like after the game was over, after he kneeled it for the second time,
He just turned
or the
around to his
first time.
running back and like gave him a hug and grabbed his ass.
and just like held it.
he held it for a good
Like,
2
just
seconds.
didn't move
It
it.
was like a 2 or 3 Mississippi type of scenario.
Yeah.
Was it Penny?
It was uncomfortable.
I don't think
I
so.
was gonna say because that would make sense why Walker is officially off injury report. He's back.
He's like, I want my butt grabbed.
Listen, I butt smacking happens all the time.
all the time. right?
Grabbing, we might have crossed
That's
the
a
HR
little
line.
It's
You
a
know,
little weird.
there might be an HR report on.
But who knows what's going on there between that running back and quarterback combo?
If you had to say the game of the week, what would you say?
Oh my god, there's so many good ones.
I know, but like if you had to pick,
I mean, the Steelers Bengals
that's mine. So
I was gonna say I hate
was-
to be a homer, but
was very, very
Yeah.
good. And I'm not even a Steeler fan.
I mean, it was also ugly. Is the ugliest thing I've seen in a long time too. That's the whole thing. Like
their offense
there was
looked great and
absolutely
our
no
defense looked great.
Yeah, there
It's
was no
weird to
offense.
say that. It's weird to actually say that our defense looked incredibly good, but the Bengals offense did look intimidating going forward.
Man, there's so many good ones. I would say just consistently throughout the game, probably the Broncos Seahawks. I thought that was a really good game.
Yeah,
There's turnovers, there was hitting, there was trash talking, there was all kinds of stuff.
Which
you know?
nobody expected out of
the
that.
Rams
They
really
got
let me
hit
down
by-
this week. It was ugly.
That was ugly.
That was ugly. But hey, every once
is
in a while you
also
just
the
have
Bills.
ugly. It's week 1.
get it.
Most players didn't play in preseason.
I get it. They got to get all their timing down and
By the
everything.
way,
There was a
shout
lot
out
of
to all the
penalties.
Daves for winning this week. Their hearts are happy.
Yeah, both Daves.
All Daves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both Daves. They're both Bills fans. They're happy.
I mean the Bills are like lights out. They really are. They're fucking lights out.
They were good on both sides of the ball in that game.
They really are. Like I not that I was surprised because I really did expect it, but like
Well, here's the
I was
thing.
like, wow.
Knowing a couple Bills fans, and they're like borderline obnoxious, probably even more than borderline obnoxious, to the point where like I put them with Steeler and Eagle fans, right?
So you put them with you, the boys.
I really, I mean, we're not obnoxious. What are you talking about? We're like down on
No,
ourselves.
no. I can't
Uh,
go back through some
And
episodes.
anyways, I really think that like I was excited for the Bills that, and they got a great team. I get that, and they've never won a Super Bowl, right? So
Right.
like you're excited, like, oh, they have a chance. But then you're like, oh, I really don't know if I want them to have a chance because of these fucking fans. But
That's
then,
you, Dave's. That's
then,
Dave's.
then you turn to Sunday though, 4 o'clock, and Pat Mahomes goes, "Here, hold my beer."
Right?
Right? Like
Right.
he lost his best weapon,
You take my weapons away from me? Okay, don't worry.
and then they just sign a whole bunch of new weapons.
What about CEH? 2 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's going to be a good matchup for sure.
Patrick Mahomes, he's just the man. Like,
I get it, but I still think that's going to be a hell of a matchup.
And Tony, I think Tony Romo had the call. I was pretty sure. I was going back and forth between it, but whoever the announcer was is like, I mean, every year you watch Pat Mahomes, and every year he's got like 2 or 3 new throws that he does. Like,
What you see the scrimmage ones behind his back?
he just comes up with these things. I don't know how he does it.
Oh, he's a Major League Baseball pitcher. He has probably one of the strongest arms in the league.
You know who else has a really unique throwing angles is Jackson. I mean, Jackson has Lamar. He's got some really unique. He throws complete underarm, sidearm. He throws it from.
But he's kind of always awkward about it too.
But he's not very good at it. That's
Mahomes actually
Mahomes actually completes those passes on a regular basis.
Oh yeah. What? I think you corrected me and said 6 touchdowns this week from Mahomes.
I think it was 5 or 6. I think it was 6. But
I know of at least 5, but I thought you said there were 6.
Pretty sure there was 6.
Did you fill this all the way up? Like,
Yes.
Is this how much he's?
No, he's all the way to the top. But between the icy had in there mixed with it, it was all the way to the top.
Just seeing how he's doing.
He's-
All right, well, let's
He's
go.
about a shot in.
Let's go to our next topic. We're gonna talk about week 2 projections and overall any sleeper teams you are feeling.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm
Sean?
looking at both of you.
Did she look at you? I wasn't sure what.
No,
was
I'll look
going
at you
on.
first.
So what are we?
We're doing like week 2 projections. So like, what do you think is gonna happen in week 2?
After week 1. I'm not projecting anything.
I get it, but like, do you have any teams that you think that like are better than what you know?
Well,
Because
right
like
now
some
the
teams
Steelers-
moved, right? Like,
right now the Steelers are underdogs at home.
right,
I really do think the Patriots are not that good of a team.
right.
And I think the Steelers are a good defensive team, even
Yeah.
without TJ Watt. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna lie,
No,
Minka
hell yeah.
Fitzpatrick was ridiculous this week. I think they're a good defense even without Watt. So I think the Steelers defense is gonna show up. I think that's a
sleeper
there.
sleeper this week.
But I also, you guys know, we haven't got to survival picks yet, but my survival picks once again, an underdog again, and it's the largest of the group here.
Yeah.
Actually, I play you this week, Laura. So one of us is winning and one of us is losing.
What do you mean I play you?
My pick is opposite of your pick in the same game.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yep.
What's that?
Well, we'll get to that, but I mean, sleepers. I mean, how can you not say that the Seahawks are sleeper, right? Like, I mean, they look really good week 1. Maybe that was their kitchen sink, their Super Bowl, their playing against Russ.
Pete wants to prove for us if he's not one in charge.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was just a one-time thing, but I mean, Gino looked great, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. I love people with chips on their shoulder, right? I've been that person before in the business world. I mean, it's great to have that chip on your shoulder, prove people wrong. I really like Seattle. The other team that I really was digging on Sunday that I wasn't expecting to was the Texans. Davis Mills.
Yeah, you were saying about that.
Yeah.
And then they tied, but
Davis
which is
Mills.
better than they should have.
Hey, they
Yeah,
were 8.5
no, yeah.
point dogs, right? And
Yeah.
Davis Mills balled out like he really did. So I think that the Texans are probably an up and coming team, and
Mhm.
Davis Mills might be one of them mediocre to good quarterbacks in the league.
They
Right?
could just
So,
win. It's solid production from running backs and Brandon Cooks.
Yeah. So
By the way, he is the most underrated wide receiver in the
he's been
NFL.
on so many teams,
And he's done so good on
He's a
so
1,000-yard
many teams.
receiver on every team
Yep.
he goes. to.
And nobody ever gives him the credit for it.
What
Now
would,
he's with the Texans and he's still doing it.
what would Aaron Rodgers do to have Cooks right now? Like
What would he do to have
I know.
anybody right now?
it looked bad on him. But I'm not going to overreact. That's the thing.
Well, he
Everybody
looked bad last
overreacts
year
to
in the
week
week
1.
one.
Look at last year, week 1, and then they end up going pretty
How many
deep.
picks did he have in that week? 3 or 4?
It was a lot. They
Yeah.
lost like 30.
This week he just couldn't complete anything because the receivers are horrible.
Yeah, but I mean,
It was just bouncing off of
Most
him.
of his completions were to his running backs.
Mhm.
So
which I'm okay with. 'Cause
I am too. I'm all right with it.
I almost called him Lacey. You know,
You did.
he looks like Eddie Lacey when he's playing. He
Me and
looks
him
like
were
Eddie
talking.
Lacy.
He literally just middle conversation. Yeah, Eddie Lacy.
Yeah,
I looked at him like Eddie
Eddie
Lacy hasn't been around for years at this point.
Hey, a fat running back on the Packers, Eddie Lacy, right?
Dylan's not fat. He's like a brick wall. What are you talking
You
about?
guys are Steeler fans. The Steelers literally called the following 2 tight ends to Heath Miller, Heath, as they caught footballs. Okay, so I don't want to hear it. Poor Jesse James. That dude's gonna have like
we also call
mentally,
Heinz or Hinesville still
he's gonna be
Hinesville.
going to his therapist and he's gonna be like, "They call me Heath every time I got the football."
Well, if you're Fryermuth and they think you could be great, and instead of they call you Moose, they kind of mock the Heath thing.
But that's fine. That's his own unique thing. I like it. But calling a guy like literally the same thing he called the last guy that looked just like him,
Yeah,
that's not very nice, you know?
yeah.
But they don't even look alike. Jesse James, he's like this little tiny twig of a tight end. He's not big at all.
They're both white dudes.
I can't get
I,
over
oh, I
how
get that. I get that part.
I can't get over how little Joe Burrow looks. Like he just looks like a teenager to me, like on the screen when they show like his pictures and stuff. I'm like, he looks 5, like or 12,
No,
maybe.
Justin Herbert looks the youngest.
No,
I
after he
get it,
shaved
but like,
every-
golly.
Remember when he
like,
shaved his hair after his rookie season?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, dude?
yeah, you look 5.
What the
Why are you
hell?
trying to look 5?
You have pimples all over your face.
Yeah.
You have no hair now. You shaved everything. What?
Dude can ball out though.
Yeah.
He can play.
No, I'm not hating.
Yeah.
I definitely see a big comeback for Joe Burrow this week for sure. That's my projection.
I actually, me and Ian talked about this already before we saw the lines change.
Yeah.
Me and Ian looked at that like I would have picked the Bengals anyways.
Hey, don't sleep on the Cowboys defense, all right? And
Oh, that's right. They were against your Cowboys this week. That's
and
right.
let me tell you, Micah is a beast. He is a man.
No, he is,
among
but I
boys.
still think that he's gonna have a comeback this week just because
He had 2 sacks on Brady. He's gonna have like 6 on Burrow on Sunday. And then there was one play. Who's the backup running back for the Bucks? His name's like White. He's like really fast.
Rashard White,
Rashard
rookie
White.
this year.
Yeah, he's really fast, right? There was a 3rd down and 1. Now he still got the first down by like an inch, but he literally like got pitched the ball and was running full steam like towards the sideline. Micah comes all the way from the other side of the field and catches the dude like right at the mark. Like he is so fast, so fun.
This
to
is his
watch.
giddy moments. I've heard this like 3 times already since then.
yeah.
That's
Same
fine.
story. That's
Hey.
same story.
Because
Hey,
that's because
I'm
that's
gonna
all
take
he's
my
got right
little
now.
What do
wins.
you got?
I'm gonna
Right.
take my little wins. And
That's
you
what
guys
he's got
gonna
right
have your actual win. Okay.
What do you
I
mean?
got-
That was like the toughest win for us to
Listen,
get ever.
This is like the 12th punishment I've had in like a 36-hour period, right? Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, I have this. I'm drinking out of a baby bottle. My Cowboys lost. We only scored 3 points. I lost my starting quarterback at 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I lost both of my I think all 3 of my if you're gonna include that one league you maybe get into. I lost all
Oh,
3
did
of
you
my
lose in that
fantasy
one too?
games.
I didn't really.
I lost like I don't know, probably $1,000 betting. I got knocked out of 2 out of 3 survivor pools.
Jeez.
Yeah, I had a bad weekend, bro. Okay, football's back and I'm excited, but I had a rough weekend. Like like Blaine and I joined that one survivor pool. It's like $500 a piece, and we got 2 teams, right?
Mhm.
And we're gonna split the winnings. Both our teams got knocked out. The fucking Colt. He chose the Colts. But he wanted to choose the Bengals, and I talked him out of it.
How does that work since it's a tie?
If you
Technically,
lose,
survival.
no, win. Survivor pool is winners.
Okay, I wasn't sure how
Yeah.
it worked with a tie.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tie's a loss. But
And a
he-
real Survivor thing, you guys would already have lost, and I would have won the Survivor to be over.
Yeah, but that would have ended the whole season.
I know. I'm not hating.
We
I'm
made
not-
a
I know we're not
modified
doing
survivor
that.
pool. But yeah, so he chose the Colts, and then I chose the Broncos. So yeah,
By the way, Laura, if that was the case, I would have picked
He-
differently.
which
I
he,
know, I get
he
it.
talked me out of the Ravens, so I used the
Me too.
Ravens in the other survivor pool, right? Which I won in. So
Mhm.
Blaine talked me out of the Ravens. I just want to put that on the record.
Okay.
He told you to
You
pick
need
the
some
Ravens?
tissue. You
No,
need
he
some.
told me not to pick the Ravens.
You need
Oh.
a tissue for your issues.
No, I'm not. I'm cool.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're gonna have a great week too.
I picked the
digging- you're
Ravens this
digging.
week for my Survivor.
digging here.
Going into that, basically,
We're gonna have a
we're going
great
to talk
week
about
too.
our Survivor
Survival.
our pool here.
Well, me and Uber are both 0-1. So.
Yeah, I chose the
Oh,
Ravens this
however,
week.
somebody has a punishment.
Yeah,
I'm the
worst.
worst. Loser.
I really don't understand how this works. So you guys could basically tell me every week that I lost and that I was getting punished. I would not understand that
That's why we told you just win. That's
I
why
get
we
it,
told
but
you
it's
that.
like it doesn't make sense.
I don't know how I've explained it to you like 14
I get the
times.
winning, but then if there's like multiple winners, there's multiple losers. Like I don't get all the extra
No,
stuff.
That's where the point spread comes in. And then if there's a tie on point spread, we go to our fantasy league.
Right, but I figured out like a whole way for someone to like outwin by doing certain
I love
moves.
you
is what I'm
guys.
saying.
I made it like
No. This is
dude,
your punishment.
I'm not finishing. this ball.
Use is your punishment.
Your
Get that
punishment.
cap back on there, dude.
I'm at least taking this fucking straw out of here.
Let me see
No,
this.
take the straw out of here. It's gonna
Yeah.
go quicker.
Okay,
with the
go
straw.
ahead.
Put it right back on.
See how he welches on his
That's
on his
not on right.
punishments?
That's not on right. Fix it. That's not on right. Or maybe it is.
The straw is the same thing. I don't understand it. It's like
It's
Brutal.
the nin. The nin's designed to not let you get too much.
Mm.
It's all it is, dude. That's why babies have to deal with it, just like
I'm
yourself.
about to cut a hole in this bitch.
That's what you should. I told you there's something over there. You should just do it. All right. Who did you pick for your survivor pool this week, Shawnee?
Oh man, opposite of you, I went with the Dolphins plus 3.5.
Plus 3.5.
I like
Yeah,
what
and
they
I
did
took
last week with
The
Tyreek Hill.
Ravens -3.
No, I'm fucking leaking everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I went completely different. So listen, I am 100% still confident that the New York Football Giants should not have won that game.
But are you confident about Saquon not being the man?
Yeah, I mean he'll get hurt. He'll be hurt by like week 2 or 3. So I'm gonna go with the other injury prone running back, and I think the Panthers are gonna be they're underdogs, 2.5-point underdog. The Giants should not be favored against any team in the National Football League. They are probably one of the bottom 5 teams in the National Football League. My team with my backup quarterback missing all our weapons and missing half our offensive line is better than the New York Football Giants. So
They're better than Daniel Jones. Even your backup is, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they're better.
no, they're better. Better defense. They're better. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the way around.
Mm.
So I'm taking the
Defense, I'll agree with you.
Panthers plus 2.5. The plus 2.5 only comes in if I lose or if we have all winners, right?
Well, no. So how this would work is me and Laura. So say Laura wins.
Oh, we
I
can't
lose
have
again.
all. We can't have all winners because you two are facing each other.
Correct. One of us two are going to be on the winner side of this.
I don't like it.
What's that?
I don't like it.
So
One of us
if
is
she,
going
if she wins, and
So here's the deal: if she loses and you lose,
then
she gets punished. If I lose
and I lose,
and you lose,
then
you
I
get punished.
Yeah,
How's this happen?
that's how it works.
He has a better
I've-
point spread.
I have a better point spread than you.
You
but
have a favor. We both took underdogs this week.
This is why I don't understand this. I get so
Nah, if-
lost. It's so much for my mind.
if
And I
if you
couldn't
two
even look at
weren't-
the point spreads this week. Like this is the most garbage
Laura,
shit
this
that you
comes
have me
down-
doing. Just
This
so you
comes
know.
down to you just have to win.
just
I
win.
get it, but I
Literally,
have to be
just
able to
win.
literally physically
Win
look
and
at
you're
the
in,
point
Lord
spread,
Jack.
and you give me an
Just
actual
win.
point spread that's correct.
Just win.
You guys literally were like, the point spreads are wrong this week.
I may be. Well, that was on him. He sent me some.
I was trying to get one that was
City.
more visible for Laura Jack,
Mhm.
and it said the Bengals are 2-point
I was
dogs.
I
like,
was
"There's
all
no
over
way."
that. As soon as I saw his list, I put on the board Bengals. I was all over that one. You're gonna get
Yeah.
the Bengals points on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. All right, so we're basically down to kids' corner. Unless you guys have anything else to talk about. This is a quick show.
Well, he's still like halfway
I know.
done.
I'm telling you, I'm not finishing unless I poke a hole in this.
Well, you
motherfucker.
may be taking the cap off and doing some shots real
Yeah,
quick
Yeah, I'll do that all day long.
to finish that up. But
Well, maybe you should do one now.
Yeah.
well,
Let's
you
finish
start
the
with
show.
Kids Corner. I started last
Okay.
week. You start.
Kids Corner. Let's see. What do I want to talk about? I have a lot of opportunities here.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't really know exactly which
I
one
need
I
another
want to
drink.
roll with.
What?
So let me and one of the more challenging things about being a parent is when your kids start to go through puberty. I'm learning, okay?
Not there yet.
You're not there yet. But like, I'm trying to get my child to shower daily.
Which one?
The
Olivia?
one going through puberty.
Olivia.
I'm trying to to get her to put on some more deodorant, on a regular basis. I mean, the BO that comes out of an 11-year-old girl is unbelievable. I thought it was men and boys that get BO.
No,
like
it's body
all
it's
people.
body
It's all
change.
these girls, man, these girls. But I do have one quick football story. So, anyways, I'm dealing with the puberty thing. That's a lot of fun. Don't recommend it. Anyways,
Don't recommend it. It's natural.
Poor
Don't
Olivia.
recommend it.
so, week 1, we lose 42-0, right? Week 2, we win 19-0. Week 3, we get crushed again. We didn't score a single point, and I think we lost like 38-0 or something like that. However, Roman's whole team was dropping like fucking flies, right? Like the fucking guys were getting injured left and right. The one kid had an asthma attack. He's on the sideline. The other kid hurt this. This kid hurt that. And I was just like, damn. So Roman gets on the field like pretty much the entire second half at this point. And then at the end of the game, they put him in a skill position. And I was like, oh shit, like this is it. Roman's gonna touch the football. We're good. It's gonna be fun, right? And literally, they call the play where Roman's gonna he's at the receiver position. He's gonna go end around and take the ball. And his quarterback, this is the last play of the game. They literally called the game after this because it was a blowout and kids just kept getting hurt. The quarterback goes, he fakes to the running back. It goes to hand to Roman right as he gets just fucking clobbered. Just slammed to the turf. And then the quarterback's crying and gets hobbled off to the sideline. And then they called the game. Roman didn't touch the ball.
Oh, poor kid. He was so ready. He's like, Coach,
What
put
was
me
your
in."
reaction at that point?
I was like, he's at skill position. And Cassie's like, no, he's not. I was like, yeah, he is for the whole drive, right? And like they faked to him twice.
Mhm.
And then I was like, I think it's coming. Like, I think it's coming this time. And then sure enough, they faked to the running back this time. And then Roman's coming around. I was like, and then the quarterback's right in the ground. So bad. It was so bad. But it was fun though. Like it is fun to kind of get out there and watch these little kids.
That's how they
Just play
learn, you know?
football.
That's how they learn.
Yeah, just go play.
I started playing basketball when I was 5.
So that's my life right now. Puberty and football.
You probably love it other than the puberty part.
I mean, even the puberty part comes with some fun, right?
I'm
Like,
sure.
but yeah, no,
Wait until
it's
Roman's going through puberty.
completely different conversation. I mean, the conversation with Roman is gonna be like, here's a book, you put it in front of your crotch, right? And here's a lotion and something to whack off into. and
YouTube,
call it
we
a
won't
day.
bleep that out.
No,
So
well, we're not popular enough to bleep anything out.
Oh my gosh.
All right, who's up next?
Laura, do you want to go this
Yeah, I
time?
can
Or do you
go.
wanna
I'm
go?
actually gonna talk about one of my nieces this time. Lucy. She
Dude,
like
just shoot it. Just open the bottle and take some
You
shots.
got
You
it.
wouldn't let me. I tried opening the bottle and you started yelling at me.
Yes, that was last time, and I said, "Come the end of the episode, you could just chug it." This should be fun for you.
So she they have like dance to like so many days a week, just like you're going to your things, right?
Yeah.
And so there's like a 45-minute window where Gigi, my brother's wife, and Lucy are waiting for Millie to get out of her dance class, and like Lucy's dance class is already done. So she likes to steal Gigi's phone, and she calls me, and I'm like talking to her and we're like laughing. She likes to go through like the different like face filters because like
Oh, I
that's
love
how we
this.
talk.
I love it.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
like, so she gets to the point where she's like on like she thinks it's like a spa face, but it's blackface.
Mhm.
Like, I'm like dying. I'm like, Lucy, you got to turn this, and you know what I mean. And I'm talking to her, and she's turning, going to the next one, going to the next one, going to the next one, and finally I realized like she's like laying in a tube, like she's not moved for a while, like it's been the same background. I'm like, Lucy, where's Gigi at? Like, where's your mom? She's like, I'm like, she's gonna be wondering where you're at, just like laying in this tube, like, you know,
Mhm.
on a playground for like 20 minutes talking to me on the phone. And then all of a sudden I hear her over the background, like, Laura, I'm here. I'm right here. Like, Gigi was standing right there the whole time. And I'm like, thank God, you know, because like I could only imagine being a parent and like going to the playground and being worried. But it's just funny, like anytime these girls get a moment, like they'll steal that phone and they'll call me or my mom. And that they just want to like it's not, we don't even necessarily have to like talk about anything. Like it's just like the interaction of just being able to be on the phone with us and like, you know, catch up a little bit.
Mhm.
Told them I got a new camp. They're like, they got bunk beds. Oh my God. When I told the girls I had bunk beds, like it was over.
Kids love bunk beds.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
understand.
Oh, it's the idea that like one can have the top bunk, one can have the bottom bunk, or they can lay together if it's like the big enough bunks, which mine are, or like the double bunks or whatever.
Laura, I don't want to call you turn you off here on your conversation, but have you noticed how wimpy he's being with this
Oh yeah.
since he took the lid off?
It's warm.
I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, he drank
We
from.
said, yeah, but we
I
said
took a
when he
shot.
took the
I've at
top
least
off, he
drank
had to
2 more
chug it.
shots out of it.
Mm.
We said he had to chug it.
I'm
if he
not
took the
chugging
top.
whiskey,
Whoa.
bro.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
that's
only
a kind
took
of
the
waste
top
of good
off.
whiskey, though.
I'm
Here's
not
the rest of the
chugging
bottle.
whiskey. If you want to drive me home,
Kind of
Right.
had to last week, but
so real quick before we move on to Sean's, if you guys were to hit up one of our fans of the show, I guarantee she probably is listening still at this point, which is my mother. She's one of
Yeah,
the
well,
fans of our
it's love.
she commented.
yeah. I guarantee probably somewhere stashed away, she has a photo of me with blackface on. I idolized Emmett Smith so much
You wanted to be
that
him.
I wanted to be him so badly that for Halloween I would dress up as Emmett Smith and then I would blackface. And I didn't
What?
even realize what I was doing. I was just like an 8-year-old kid, but like,
Well, neither did
Mm.
she, and that's why I was like, "Why is this even a filter? Like, this is so weird."
yeah,
to
that
me.
shouldn't be a filter at this point.
No.
Yeah, and like the
no.
fact she's little, like she doesn't know, and so she's saying spa date, and I'm like, thank God that's
Well,
know
she's
where her
thinking
mind
her
went.
mi- yeah.
You
Well, that's
know,
the thing. Like I was just thinking I'm being Emmett
Right,
Smith.
I
I'm
get it.
being my favorite player of all time. You know, like
I get it, but it was like just so funny because I was just like, oh my God, like you're at a public park right now. You're like on the phone with me doing this. I'm like, we have to like turn this right now.
we have to turn this.
We're
up,
this
right?
is not us. We're not these people. Like they're from California. Like, you
Go
know,
back to
we're
being
not
the
these
dragon.
people. Exactly. Or the princess and the with the crown,
With
you
a
know?
poopy head.
Yeah, literally.
I think I have a hunch of what Sean's story is going to be.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear it because I don't think you do.
I mean, it's always first day of school this week, wasn't it?
That was last week, but yeah.
Oh, you posted the picture today.
No, well, that was the first day I took him by myself. Last
Okay.
week was with Sam.
Gotcha.
Nonetheless, that was not actually.
Okay. Well,
Mine is a positive story from my older son, Grayson. And you always got to take pride when they start to do the right thing and they start to become good
Mhm.
people in general.
but when do they become good people? I need to know.
Yeah,
I'm asking
like,
for
exactly
I'm
the
asking
day.
for a friend.
You see the actions, like Grayson yesterday. And I wasn't here for this part, so this is something me and my wife talked about throughout the day yesterday. He got home. She told me I wasn't home yet at this point. I wasn't home yet at this point, but I guess he got the bus, and the first thing he said is, "Ollie, how was your school day today? Did you have fun at school?" And he had a full-on conversation with Ollie, checking in about Ollie and his school day.
He's like,
That was the first thing he
manager
thought of, was to ask about his brother. And then we make him tell us about his day, and tell us at least 6 things that happened throughout his day. And he answered without even asking. So this is what happened in my day, and he just started doing his ramble. Oh, this kid is being good. I got home and I told him earlier in the day we're gonna do some practicing. So I had him out in the backyard and I was pitching to him and having him work on his batting and everything like that for baseball. And Grayson has a temper at times. He gets worked up when things aren't going his way. And I've been working on that, telling him,
That's a
dude,
boy thing.
it is. But I've been working on telling him, dude, that whenever you get angry is when you don't perform. You don't do well at anything. You're just
Yeah.
not there. You have to work on I can sit here and sometimes I try to work you up, but you have to work on getting over it
and calm
or
down.
get it
Yeah.
past it. And we talked about it for a while, and I told him he had 5 hits in a row, and he missed one because he got worked up, and literally when I tell you he missed one, he literally threw the bat across the yard.
Mhm.
He let go of the bat went flying and everything. And I pulled him aside. I'm like, great, this is what I'm talking about. When you get angry, you see what happened. You were hitting 5 in a row, and then all of a sudden,
The
the
back goes flying.
craziest thing
Yeah.
because you got upset.
Yeah.
And then I calmed down. He's like, "Can we go inside?" I'm like, "Yeah." When you hit 10 in a row. Okay, so I worked with him. I told him, "Hey, get in your good batting stance. Watch the ball." And I would mess with him. I would start doing this, trying to get his agitation level up a little bit. And you can see he was somewhat. And I'm like, "Are you still watching the ball? Are you watching? Not me. Are you watching the ball?" I would throw it at this kid. The first 7, he made contact. He would hit him a little bit, but nothing phenomenal.
Yeah.
As he started to realize I'm making contact with everything, I'm making contact. He got to 7, 8, 9, 10, and he hit one over the backyard fence,
Wow.
over to the neighbor's yard. The last one he
Like,
literally
I'm
hit
gonna
off
go
of
get
the
that.
shed, and it bounced over into the neighbor's house. One of them hit number 8. He literally, I didn't even have time to react. He whizzed it past my head on
Those are
7,
always the
8, 9,
best.
10. And I'm sitting there, I walked in, and I'm like,
If you hit him in the
Yeah.
face.
That's what I mean. Those are the best.
I didn't even react. The ball literally just zzz,
Gave you a haircut.
Yep, it was a wiffle ball, so it would have stung a little
Yeah.
bit, but it was nonetheless. I was impressed. Just the fact that he was able to learn to get over his issues. And then he went 10 for 10 and worked on his hitting and made contact with everything because he was watching the ball, he was listening. And then we went inside and he was proud. He was so pumped up to tell Sam about, hey, I just went 10 for 10. I crushed the ball. I was doing this. And that's why at the end of the night, Sam brought it to me. She's like, hey, I'll be honest with you, based on what you just told me, he had a really good day because I'm not going to lie, when he came in, he off the bat was talking to his brother about his brother's day, wasn't even worried about his own. And then he taught us about his. In their school, they do a thing called a check mark system. If you get a check mark, that's a bad thing. He's never, since last year to now, he's never once got a check mark. He's the only kid in his class that hasn't got a check mark.
I would have had like
I said,
books
he's
of
the,
them.
Or
like I
we've been
said-
making out with chicks in the closet.
Yeah, they're like, whoops.
like I said, he's the only one. But then he has consistently his parents calling us, hey, can Grayson come hang out with our kids? So he's
Yeah.
communicating with the kids, making friends. He's doing the right thing when he should be in class. His grades are doing very well. Teachers tell us all the time how good he's doing in class.
Which is great.
He's listening when it comes to sports. He's listening, taking care of his feet. Literally, I can't. Once again, I don't want to rave so much, but he's not. There's nothing I can
Yeah,
say.
the first kid's
It's
always
okay.
good.
It's
Wait,
okay to
it's
rave
wait till
about it.
always is age, okay?
Well, we all know Holly
Oh,
already.
wait,
We all know Holly already.
while going over this, a story popped into my head that I totally should have used for kids corner. Do you want me to
Yeah.
still say it or no?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You still have a little
I
more.
was gonna say, you got a
booze.
shot
more
left
whiskey.
there.
so Sunday, Roman's all excited about football. He's been playing football.
He's like,
finally gonna watch football, right? But
Oh,
he's,
you mean like watching?
he's gonna
Ah.
watch
game.
football. He's finally gonna watch. He hasn't watched football his whole life.
Okay.
He just talks shit, but he doesn't watch football. And so he's wearing his CD Lamb jersey. He's got a hat on. Like he's like all excited. So when did the Cowboys play? I was like,
He gets proud because he probably looked just like him.
they don't play. No, he's got the badass the camo jersey.
That's
They didn't have any in my size. I was gonna buy one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's like, when the Cowboys play, they don't play till 8:15. And then he's like, can I stay up and watch some of the game with you? Because it's bedtime at 8 o'clock. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. He's like, oh, he's so excited. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna watch the game.
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock rolls around. I make him brush his teeth and get ready. I'm like, you're gonna get ready, and then
Mhm.
and every night, like I have my snack, Cassie has her snack, and like as soon as the kids go to bed, we just have a snack and like watch TV or whatever. And like I was like, well, because Roman already brushed his teeth, I'm not gonna have my snack. I'll wait till he goes to bed or whatever.
Mhm.
And so we're sitting there watching the pregame, the lead up. He's like, God, it's taking forever. He's getting like kind of agitated. And then Cassie says, "Get this big fucking bag of popcorn." Just starts like going like that. And he's like, "Can I have some?" And she's like, "No, you already brushed your teeth." He gets up. He fucking takes his jersey off. He throws his hat down. He walks up the stairs and goes to bed. I fucking kid you not. Over popcorn. He's just like, he was already agitated because the game was taking which is my fault. I should have waited till like 8:15, like let him play a video game and then brought him as soon as the kickoff was coming. So my fault. However, Cassie did the trump card by sitting down, having a snack right next to him.
in front of
And he literally was just like running up the stairs. He's ripping off his jersey and throwing his hat down, his bolts up the fucking stairs. He did not watch a single snap of the Cowboys.
He was probably sleeping before the first stuff even happened.
No, he doesn't fall asleep till like 10. But anyways, I forgot about that story. So I apologize.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, in like the middle of the stairs, or
Yeah,
is he,
literally. I
is
found
he-
a CD Lamb jersey like halfway up the staircase as he was running up the stairs. So
does he still not use his bed? Is that still like a thing, or
no.
just as a recap from last season, guys? I know inquiring people want to know.
He may have used it once at this point, maybe.
No, he's probably used it like 5 times.
When
since we
Grayson
bought
slept
that bed.
over, where did he stay?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Grayson probably
remember. I was
Grayson probably slept in his bed.
Yeah.
I was out with you the night that.
Did you?
What were we doing?
Oh yeah, that is right because you called. Remember?
Yeah, you called.
Yeah, you called. We
video
were here. I
chatted.
think.
It might have been this. It might have been the first
I think it
recording
was.
of this.
Oh, maybe.
But
Either
Okay.
that or we were at the office that time doing that soundtrack.
Oh, that could have been another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, no, it might have been fantasy draft night. Yeah, fantasy draft night.
One of the two.
I don't know. One of those nights. Your son was at, but yeah, I didn't look in the room to see who was.
I was gonna say, I'm sure Grayson was the one in the bed. To be honest,
probably.
with you.
Yeah, Roman was probably sleeping on the floor. Grayson.
Grayson enjoys the bed. He doesn't want the floor.
Roman now has a fan that he sleeps right next to that's on the floor. Yeah. So he has the same spot on the floor every night. I don't know how that can be comfortable.
Why do you even have the bed? Why take
They
up the
actually
space for the
say
bed
it's
then?
really good.
Ask my wife. I wasn't trying to buy another bed. She's
Not even the buying part, but why do you even take up the space for the bed?
Yeah, he's like from Twilight. He like
He doesn't
doesn't
want
use
it.
beds. He doesn't
you
need
don't
it.
want it.
He's like, you should just get him like a couch in his room.
He
and
don't even
hang
want
out.
that. He wants to
And
lay
hang
on the
out
floor.
around.
Can we talk one quick thing that's not football related?
Yeah.
Why do they keep bringing back and ruining all of our stuff from our childhood? Like
what?
now they have a new show for Quantum Leap. Did you see that?
What is
God,
it?
listen, I have a very fondness for Quantum Leap. That was
Quantum
my
Leap
dad's
was
favorite
awesome.
show.
It was a great show, but now they're bringing out a new show, and it's like I'm like they're gonna fucking ruin Quantum Leap now. You know, like
We'll see. But
Sometimes
my
I
thing
agree,
is
so I don't.
my thing is that Al is like the best character in Quantum Leap. Like the hologram character that says like all the naughty things, and he's always like trying to get Sam to hook up with all the girls,
Right.
and he's like, "Yes, sir, man. What are you waiting for? Like, hook up with her." Like all this stuff. I'm like, now it's gonna be like politically correct. You know, they're not.
this is
gonna
like
do
the
that.
devil on Laura's
Right,
shoulder.
right. Like it's Al. Al's like the best character of Quantum Leap, and now they're gonna ruin it with. I think it's like a female that's supposed to be like his hologram person, and I'm like, no,
They literally on Sunday they
you have
showed
to
a,
have.
they showed a Joe Montana walking out the tunnel, and I'm thinking like, oh, they're gonna do a Joe Montana movie or
Mhm.
show, and I'm like, that's cool. That's something I would watch,
Mhm.
right? And then then he turns and there's a mirror and he's fucking
Mhm.
Asian, and I'm like, what the hell? And then like next thing you know, it's like Quantum Leap.
That's what
He's
they
like
do.
he's being Joe Montana,
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
what
like,
they do.
come on, you're gonna ruin.
I'm gonna
you're
watch
ruin
it.
a great show.
I'm gonna completely watch it. I'm gonna be honest with you. My dad, if my dad was alive today, that would be like a for sure. He'd be like, he'd
I'll
want to
be
know.
honest with you, I
Just
can
like
go through-
MacGyver. The fact that MacGyver came out, you would have loved that.
I can go through a lot of shows.
If they
that
did
they
MASH
revamped
again, he'd probably like
now.
that.
I guess they don't always ruin. Like Jumanji didn't get ruined.
Right off the
Yeah.
bat,
I think Jumanji got
Top
better.
Gun. Top Gun get it remade, but they finally brought it to the
Top
second
Gun's
one
better.
at 30 years, and it's better than the first
Top Gun
one.
got better.
Which says a lot because Top Gun 1 was actually really good. But Top
I
Gun
didn't
2
see
is
Top
better.
Gun too.
Oh, you missed that because that movie was incredible.
I finished the fucking
but
baby.
My dad liked that
I know
too.
I don't think you watched this, Hoover, but I don't know about you, Laura. But what? Cobra Kai. I didn't like Karate Kid as much, but Cobra Kai, the show on Netflix, I
didn't watch that
love
either.
that show.
Did not watch Cobra Kai. I did
didn't.
not watch Karate Kid.
I didn't watch. I eventually watched
That's all I know
Karate
from
Kid.
Karate Kid.
He's telling me he saw his facial expressions when he did that. He didn't move anything but his mouth. He's like,
That note, guys, Hoover finished this bottle.
yeah,
so-
wait. I just want to say again, we're at the Dough Bar down in the South Side, and we just appreciate.
We should,
Thanks,
probably,
guys.
we should probably start saying that in the beginning.
Yeah,
It's
we
like,
should have
most
been.
people
100%, I
probably
will.
do
From
that
coming
by
from
now.
the tow bar.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
our
change
average
it.
is 5 minutes.
I
so,
always
yeah.
make sure that we say it at some point on the the podcast. But we got a new lady in our film. The place has nothing but amazing views, and
We got some
know.
action on TikTok with a
Yeah.
couple of our videos. We're gonna keep those rolling.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
appreciate being able to come down here and do it from a different place that is interesting. So thank you again, Dough Bar, for having us and allowing us to show up.
Thank you, Dough Bar.
Thanks, family.
Deuces.
Yep, deuces.
Thank you.